YouTube family want to go on the Maverick in the space. Again, Maverick reasoning today. This issue we are dominating the headlines in Jamaica is the story regarding Jamaica for Justice, the human rights lobby group in Jamaica, where they are proposing that consensual sex between minors, it's removed from the books as a criminal offense. But them say, if two 15-year-olds, cause boyfriend and girlfriend, do them thing and, get caught up in them emotions and them explorations and end up having sex. As it is now, they can be charged criminally and a criminal record would have been created for them. We want to keep it as simple as possible. And obviously JFJ gets some pushback from some of the more conservative individuals in Jamaica. They must say, no, it's wrong. Minors should not have sex, and it is wrong. Not just morally wrong, but it is legally wrong, so they should face the full brunt of the law. So basically that debate there with a lot of nuances. That are the debate will dominate the space now. And there's another aspect of it as well where I think part of the recommendation is for there to be some kind of age difference tolerance in terms of the same, criminal prosecution. So what that I speak to now is that they're seeking to ask for an allowance. So let us say there's an 18-year-old young boy and him there with a 15-year-old young girl. The girl would still be a minor, but the boy would be 18 and technically an adult. And they must say that youth now should be excused from prosecution as well. Now, let me just say this. Me personally agree with removing the criminal charge component. A 15-year-old will kiss up them one another and play with each other and then get somehow reach round a sex. That should be a criminal offense at that age of your life and that stage of your life. Especially considering the offense. It's more of a moral offense, than an offense we are going to harm mankind, And me understand the whole traditionalist, the church and the moralist, them are going to say, no, sex is wrong. You should not have sex until you're married. Well, me know if all of who preach a gospel, if every one of them who claims that them never have sex till they're married, if every one of them did to drop down dead right now, the amount of dead people who don't step past and go in and out of the church. Could count. The part now where beat me bad now, and the recommendation where basically I open the door, regardless of its intentions, Because one of the attorneys them did explain to me, say, it's all about the nuance in the physical and psychological development of young people. Meaning that a youth can be 18 and him not fully developed as a person, yet in mind not clear about certain things, yet in body still not clear about certain things yet. So therefore we should do so hard and fast of criminalizing an 18-year-old or there with a 16-year-old. Now, we have a problem with that one there. Because what that one is effectively doing now is opening the door now for some devious 18-year-old figure physically and sexually abuse a 15-year-old girl. And this particular amendment to the law would be giving him a way out. So regardless of the considerations for the part of the recommendation, we feel that one has to be thrown out forthwith. Anything, we are going to open the door for an 18 or 19-year-old because of that age difference thing where they bring up now. For them with a 15-year-old legally, that needs to be shut down. Keep it up minor and minor and keep minors away from adults. So look a compromise there. For the conservatives and the moralists, keep minors minors and keep adults adults. And minors and adults should not be interacting sexually. And legally, that ought to be the case. Make that illegal for minors and adults to be interacting sexually. Me agree say 15-year-old boys who kiss up and whatever and get carried away with a 15-year-old girlfriend, you should make that youth a criminal for that. Me fully and wholesome agree with that. And the people, the conservatives, will push back at that idea. I guess they are just being archaic and unrealistically idealistic. Boom. So me can understand the recommendation for JFJ. But me don't think they may think through the one with the age gap thing where they want allow for I heard a 5-year gap, you know. So therefore the boy can be basically be 20, you know. The man can be 20 and the girl can be 15, you know. And if they give them that 5-age gap, then you can prosecute a 20-year-old for have sex with a 15-year-old girl if him can prove say it consensual and I'm girlfriend and him whatever. She gave him permission and she's mature and she's his girlfriend. No. Me feel if he shut that door forthwith. But by all means, don't make a youth a criminal for have sex with him little girlfriend. And by the way, as it relates to this particular matter, culturally in Jamaica, you know, and the adult man them normally impregnate or get involved with the minor girl them, you know. You know, minor do minor still, but a lot of the cases that go to the extreme where, you know, teenage pregnancy and them something there. And older men normally do it. And we don't have a, it's against the law, you know. But we don't have a practice at Jamaica where we send up for them and their prison, you know, for one reason or another, you know. One of the reasons positive is that, generally speaking, these teenagers are not, have consented. Even though legally they can't. They've consented. And if the person who do it supposed to go to prison, and them parents have to drive it through the courts and drive the prosecution at the man. Now if this man are going to be them baby father, they will be effectively sending the girl's baby father to prison, you know. And if somebody tell me say culturally, and that is why more of it don't happen. But also another discrepancy with the lawyer overall is that even this thing with the criminalization of minors having sex is not minors generally, you know, and the boys them normally criminalize, you know. You ever hear them criminalize a girl yet if you have sex with a minor boy yet? That don't happen, man. So it's the law also biased against the men. So these are the kind of cultural practices when we feel if you address. First of all, we need to send some more of them big grey man their prison we abuse the underage girl them. Or have sex, even if it's not abuse. They might have abuse. They might have sex with the underage girl them. We need to send more of them to prison. And then now, if it's as it relates to the books as they are now, the laws as they are now, it is predominantly sending boys, making boys into criminals for having sex with minors. See? So until we adjust that law, it needs to be more equally distributed between the genders. Can I argue with some people about it while now? I'm not watch. You see the girls up today, the minor girls up today, the little girl them up today, they're much more aggressive and assertive sexually than enough of them little boy we see around the place now. Look on it. Enough of them youth are not a pre-girl like one time, like a previous generation and a generation before. Enough of them youth are not a pre-girl, you know. The man them more than them gadget and them brogy, par with them brogy than with girl them. So the girl them, you know, have to respond and become more aggressive and assertive and them the play if they look a boy, if them want a boy and that kind of thing there. So if we're going to go criminalizing consensual sex with minors, then more girl have to be held responsible as well. Anyway, the conversation continues. And as more information and more thorough analysis emerge, the Maverick I'm gonna make you know what we think about it. As usual. Because that's the best and most credible opinion, you know. Still fear and fearless analysis. Merry Christmas when it comes. And enjoy the rest of the holiday. Maverick on there with the same way now. But we just say, boom!